In this video, you will learn how to graph a quadratic equation in a standard form using X-intercepts. There are three simple steps you need to follow. So in this video, I will explain two different types of examples. So here is the first one, y equals x squared plus 6x plus 5. I need to graph this. So the first thing I need to do is to find the x-intercepts. In order to find the x-intercept, as you know, I have to set this equation equal to 0. So x squared plus 6x plus 5 equals 0. And then as I explained in the previous video, we have to factor this left side and then set each factor equal to 0 and solve for x. Let's do that. If I want to factor this quadratic, I'm looking for two numbers, which their product is a times c, which in this case is 5, and their sum is 6. If you add those two numbers, you get 6. So what are those two numbers? Those are 5 and 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. So my factors are x plus 5 and x plus 1 equals 0. And based on zero product rule, I have to set each factor separately equal to 0. So if I set x plus 5 equals 0, I get x equals -5. And x plus 1 equals 0, I get x equals -1. But these are my x-intercepts. That is step number 1. Now I have to do step number 2, which is finding the axis of symmetry. As you know, the axis of symmetry is the x-coordinate of the vertex. So how can I find the axis of symmetry? To find axis of symmetry, all you need to do is to add the two x-intercepts and divide it by 2. So because as you know, the axis of symmetry is the midpoint of the x-intercept. So I do -5 plus -1 divided by 2. That's just -3. So this is the axis of symmetry, or the x-coordinate of my vertex. So the vertex is, the x-coordinate is -3, but I don't know what is the y-coordinate. I have to find the y-coordinate of the vertex. How can I do that? That's step number 3. We have to find the vertex. So I need y-coordinate of the vertex. I can substitute this x-coordinate, -3, into this equation and solve for y. So let's do that. Y equals, instead of x, I plug in -3 squared plus 6 times -3 plus 5. So y equals 9 minus 18 plus 5. So y equals, this gives me -4. So the vertex is, x-coordinate is -3 and y-coordinate is -4. This is my vertex. I have the vertex. I have the x-intercept. All I need to do is to plug in these points into the Cartesian grid. So let's start with the vertex. It's at -3 and -4. 1, 2, 3. That's -3. -4 is down here. So this is the vertex point. And the x-intercepts are -1 and -5. And if I connect these points, this is the graph of this parabola or quadratic equation. All right, let's do the next example. Y equals x squared minus 8x plus 16. Again, we have to follow those 3 steps. So first, let's find the x-intercepts. I have to set this equal to 0. X squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0. Let's solve for x. So first, I need to factor this left side. So if I want to factor this, I'm looking for two numbers, which their product is 16 and their sum is -8. What are those two numbers? -4 and -4, right? -4 times -4, that gives me +16. -4 plus -4, that's -8. So my factors are x minus 4 and x minus 4, same factors, and equals 0. And if I solve, x minus 4 equals 0, I get x equals 4. And this factor, x minus 4 equals 0, that gives me x equals 4. And as you can see, I have only one x-intercept. Both are the same, right? X equals 4, x equals 4. So that's all. I only have one x-intercept. So if I have one x-intercept, that means that x-intercept is your vertex. So basically, because I only have one x-intercept, so I can say my vertex is 4 and 0. So this is the case. Whenever you have only one x-intercept, that is your vertex. So the vertex is 4 and 0. All right. Okay. Now I only have the vertex, which is my x-intercepts, is right here, right? 4. If I want to graph it, this is my vertex and my x-intercept. I don't have enough point to graph it. So what can I do? I can make a table of value here. X and y. I know the vertex is 4 and 0. All I need to do is to find 1 or 2 points to the left and 1 or 2 points to the right of this vertex. So I just can go with 1 point. So 1 point to the left of vertex is 3 and 1 point to the right is 5. So if I plug in 3 for x into this equation, what do I get? Let's do that. So 3 to the power of 2 minus 8 times 2, not 2, x is 3, and plus 16. What do I get? That's 9 minus 24 plus 16. That gives me 1. And if I plug in 5, so 5 squared minus 8 times 5 plus 16. So 5 squared is 25 plus 16, that's 41 minus 8 times 5 is 40. That gives me 1 as well. So let's plug in these points. That's my vertex. This point is 3 and 1, so 3 is here and 1 is here. This point is 5 and 1, so this is 5 and this is 1. Let's do this a little better. Okay, this is the graph of this quadratic equation. That's how we graph it. So if you have only one x-intercept, that x-intercept is your vertex. And all you need to do is to find 1 point to the left of the vertex and 1 point to the right of the vertex. Or you can choose 2 points, okay? That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.